Jess here from Food Yourself. You might not know this, but my first real job as a dietitian was actually in a health food store as a supermarket dietitian. And one of the most frequently asked questions I would get during a nutrition store tour was, what's the difference between steel-cut oats, rolled oats, and quick oats? So we're going to talk about that today, and we're also going to talk about what the deal is between oats and celiac disease. So all forms of oats start from a grout or from a kernel, and what that means is that the hull or the outer shell has been removed. So then you take this grout and you chop it up using steel blades, and then you get steel-cut oats. You take those and then you roll them out using these big rollers, and you're going to get rolled oats. And then you chop them up even further and you're going to get quick oats. So because steel-cut oats actually have the least amount of processing, you're going to have a little bit more nutrition in them. So for instance, a quarter of a cup of steel-cut oats contains 5 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber, while a half a cup of quick oats or even rolled oats contain 4 grams of fiber and 6 grams of protein. What's really, really interesting is that quick oats and rolled oats actually have the same nutrition, even if you're doing Quaker's quick 1-minute oats. So even though they are more processed, the nutrition is actually the same. Okay, so yes, steel-cut oats technically have a lot more fiber and a lot more protein, but they are a pain to cook. Honestly, the cooking time on steel-cut oats is about 15 to 20 minutes, and no one has 15 to 20 minutes in the morning to make steel-cut oats, unless you do, a make-ahead muesli, or unless you do like a slow cooker oatmeal. So don't discount the rolled and the quick oats. So as we already learned, those two are pretty much equivalent from a nutrition perspective. And yes, they don't match the fiber and protein from the steel-cut oats, but you can add protein and add fiber to them. So one of my favorite things to do with oatmeal, whether it's quick or rolled, is to add peanut butter for protein, or you can add nuts and seeds like hemp hearts. Remember, 3 tablespoons of hemp hearts has 10 grams of protein. And for fiber, good old psyllium husks. And if you're new to psyllium husks, head over here and check out that video. Or to keep your life even easier, my absolute favorite instant oatmeal, so the one that comes in those cute little packages, is by a company called Nature's Path. And each little packet contains 5 grams of fiber and 6 grams of protein. So they've basically done the work for you. So they've added the protein in through lots of different seeds, and they've added the fiber in through inulin. So there are definitely ways to increase the nutrition in quick or rolled oats. Okay, now that we know the difference between steel-cut oats, rolled oats, and quick oats, I wanted to chat really quick about the deal with celiac disease and oats. So oats themselves are naturally gluten-free, but somewhere, whether it's the harvesting or the distribution, those naturally gluten-free oats get contaminated with wheat and barley. That's why it's really, really, really important for someone with celiac disease to actually buy oats that are gluten-free. Now, the kicker is you need to label read when it comes to oats, because I would love to tell you that, just look for that gluten-free tag on the product and then you're good to go. But unfortunately, we did a survey with the Canadian Celiac Association, and I think it was about 50% of the labels are mislabeled when it comes to oats. So what you want to look for is definitely you want to make sure that there's a nice gluten-free label or tag somewhere on that product. And then you also want to look at the ingredient list. And in the ingredient list, it should say gluten-free oats. If it just says oats, despite having that gluten-free tag, it's not safe for someone with celiac disease. So I hope that makes sense. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe, and maybe even the description below, tell me what oats you love. Like, do you make ahead muesli? Do you do a slow cooker oats, or maybe an instant pot oatmeal recipe? And let me know, because I'm always really curious to hear from you. And I will see you guys next time.